read a bass part, and I went into the studio. It's Larry Gold's studio, and I got called for the session. And so it's like just a rhythm section. I laid down the bass part. It's like kind of a New York sort of vibe, swing thing. And then I do like a bow part with all these, orchestra players, and it was kind of intimidating. So I get done, and I'm listening to this stuff in the sound room, and I say like, well, what is this for? Is this for something? And Larry's like, oh, it's for Jennifer. She's going to sing on this. And I'm thinking like, Jennifer, who do I know? And then I'm going like, wait a second, Jennifer, like J-Lo. My name's Brian Howell, and I play bass. I'm hired by various people, and I take their phone calls, and I say, yes, I can play bass, and I'll be here on this certain day, and hopefully I'll, lay down some good bass for them. My father's a musician. He's a saxophone player, and he's played around. He did a lot of R&B stuff in the 60s, and, he's playing now and doing a lot of private things, and as well as jazz stuff too. There was no pressure to become anything, but there was no pressure to become a musician. I just kind of got into it and was, really into playing piano for a while, and then I just always had friends that played. Like my older brother, the one who went to Central, he played drums. And so there was a drum set at the house, so I would mess around with drums. There was a piano in the house. And he also, my older brother, had an electric bass. And so at one point I picked up the electric bass and would bring it to my friend's house and start playing. Instead of like playing football or something, I would go over to the house and play songs and, play with them. I'm not used to reading a lot. Usually on gig, you play tunes that that I'm used to those gigs. And so these guys brought their own tunes. So I get here and I beat the people for the first time, and then, they'll talk me through the songs. Yeah, I played with the drummer before, so I know that kind of his vibe. So we go to play, and, it just kind of magically happens. They have their stuff together, and it's kind of like this. I see them counting off the tune, so I'm like, okay, it's this kind of vibe, and I see what the changes are, and it has like some kind of feel to the changes. It's fun being in other people's worlds, experiencing, being a part of their music, especially when they have a thing together, like hoping some of it soaks in me, so I get the feel of these people that I haven't played with. It's really fun playing with new people because I'm being bombarded with new ideas, new conversations in music. I'm getting new sounds, I'm hearing someone's different tone, different touch, so it's great being able to be a part of that. Future goals are just to get a lot better on the upright, keep playing with different people, and hope that I can travel a lot and someday write a lot of my own music and have my own stuff. Financial kind of freedom to do that sort of thing. Have a lot of time.
We invite you to log on and check out this process of artistic exploration called Big Ears.